Hi ladies, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to take your lacquer and turn it into a gel. So the things you're going to need are your choice of lacquer, your essential gel items, which are the top and base coat as well as the LED lamp, and just a few of the regular gel tools. I have my orange stick and plum pusher as well as alcohol swabs. And this I found at Dollar Tree. It's one of those 7-day pill reminders, but we're gonna use this to be mixing our lacquer and gel together. So these are really cool because they come apart and they even have a little lid, which comes in handy if you wanna keep them stored and used later on that day. Let's use purple. So we'll take our little container and we're gonna go ahead and grab our top coat. So they're sometimes a little confusing and I have to double check it, but I always forget that I put my little jam and berry stickers. So jam is base coat, berry is top coat. And I've had these warmed up already, so hopefully it's not as thick. The top coat is a little bit thicker than the base coat. So what we're gonna try to do is just leave out maybe 4, actually I'm only doing 1 finger, so just 2 little drops, 3 drops of gel should be fine. And then however many drops of gel you do is how many drops of lacquer. So we have our lacquer, this one is hazy gray, which is really similar to the gel Stormy Skies, but I just don't happen to have it. So I thought I'd get creative and create my own. So again, 3 drops of hazy gray. So 1, 2, and 3. Whoops, almost got 4. Now, what you can do is get yourself an old brush or one from a store. I have my very old one from last time, like gel spilled over it. It's just, I don't use it that much anymore. And I'm gonna use the brush from my top coat that's old. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. And I don't know if you can see it. So we're just kind of gonna swirl it together until it's all just one solid mix. And I like to spread it all into one area just to make it easier. So there you go. It's all mixed in. And the first thing we have to do when we're doing gel is to buff our nails. So I did that already, but I'll do it again just to give it a good surface to grab onto. And then we're gonna wipe down our nails with the alcohol or the cleansing wipes. And once it's all dry, I'm gonna move my gels to the bottom so they don't get hit by the lamp. First thing we have to do is top coat. So I'm gonna grab my jam, make sure, or not top coat, excuse me, my base coat. And we're gonna open it up and do our first coat just right on top. You wanna go from the middle and push down and really thin layers. Don't forget also to cap your edges. And you can just push it forward if your nails are too short. Let me see if you can see. So I just kind of push the gel forward to make sure it can cap my edges. And let's put all our gel items off to the side so that they don't get hit with the LED. So we're gonna go ahead and turn that on for 45 seconds. Now I've tried doing the lacquer and gel before, but it takes so long. So basically what you would normally do is put a base coat on just so the lacquer holds on, then a couple layers of the lacquer till you get the color. Then you have to wait 24 hours for it to completely settle onto your nail to be able to put on your gel. So it's a whole day process if you want to put gel on top of lacquer. And I've tried to rush it before and just do it all at once, and sometimes the lacquer didn't fully dry and it will end up flaking. So by doing it this way, you're basically getting everything done in one step and you don't have to wait for it to dry. So we're gonna take our little base or our top coat and color mix and we're gonna put it on just like regular gel. Oop, too much. So again, we're gonna cap our edges, and you usually start in the middle and you push your way downwards, and it's okay to leave a little bit of a gap. it's the same as our nail wraps. You don't want it touching your skin or your cuticles, because it doesn't give you that professional look. So when you're turning on your gel, we're going to bring it off to the side. You don't want to have your gels be in direct sunlight, so also remember that when you're storing. And if you get any on your fingers, you can just easily wipe it off with your plum pusher. So that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy back on. And our LED lamps are amazing because they're self-timed. So in 45 seconds, this guy will turn off, and it just makes it really easy because you don't have to worry about how long to keep it on, or like other ones, you have to time it differently depending on which coat you're on. So this will always be the 45 seconds and you're done. So it's really nice to kind of just not think about it and get it done. So as soon as this guy turns off, we'll do our second layer or our second coat of our color. There you go. And remember, cap your edges again. So I did 3 drops. If you were gonna do your whole hand, I would recommend probably 2 drops per finger. It sounds like a lot though. Maybe just a drop per finger should be enough, because I feel like I might have a lot left over. But the nice thing is you can always add more because the gel won't dry until it's cured. So it's really nice to know that if you mess up, there's no rushing. You really want to make sure you get off everything so that your color looks nice. So that was my second top coat color mix. And I'm just going to do one more, and then I have my extra top coat, which I'll be putting on once I get this final coat sealed. So isn't this amazing, you guys? Now we don't have to worry about waiting for it to dry, getting our quick dry lacquer spray. You can just put it on and it will automatically be dry and ready to go. So I'm really excited for that, to just save some time, because between going to all my kids' classes and all their activities and having to drive them everywhere, I don't have time to go to the nail salon and get my nails done all the time, which is what brought me into Jamberry. So this is just going to be a huge time saver, and I'm really excited that I was willing to try this method to see how it works. So that's my coat, and I think I'm done. I was going to do a third coat, but our great thing about our lacquers, they're so pigmented, you really don't need those many coats. So should be really nice and easy. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brand new top coat. So after you're done with your color, you still need a top coat. Just because it was mixed with the lacquer, I just found that it wasn't as solid. So I saw little dings here and there. The top coat's gonna make it so that you won't get any dinging if you bunk your nails or are rough on them, because I am extremely rough on my nails and it's been handling pretty well. So as soon as this turns off, we'll put the next one on. There we go. Oops, drop my plum pusher. And I'm just gonna do a little tornado. Our base coats are always so much thicker, or our top coats are always so much thicker than our base coat. But let's see if I can do it again. Again, you're gonna cap the edges, go from the middle and push down. And there we go. That was our last one. Let's put it in for the final 45 seconds. Now, let's see how much I had, left over. You don't want to have that directly in the sunlight. So I had a lot left over. I think it's probably 1 drop per nail. So 1 drop of the top coat, 1 drop of the lacquer. So if you're planning on doing all your fingers, you're gonna need 10 little drops. And you know, mix and match it and is always a great alternative. So what I have is just plain alcohol. I didn't want to waste my good nail wrap and lacquer remover. So if you clean off the extra right away, it won't dirty up your container, or you can just put it back in your little set, and this is airtight, so it's gonna still hold if you need to like take a little break from it and come back to it later. So fingers all done. All right, here's the moment of truth. We're gonna wipe it off and see, what do we think? Perfect and clean. Oh, which side was it? Was it this side or this side? I forgot which side. Regardless, it's perfect and it's completely dry. And this was a lacquer, you guys. So now you can get any lacquer you want because there's so many more color options, and just turn it into a gel. And I'm all set to go. So let me show you really quick how to clean it. Here's my giant wad of paper towel. So I wet it with alcohol and just gonna go in there and just wipe your container. And now you can do any color you want for the next time. I like to kind of color coordinate it. So my pink bottle, I'll do pinks, my yellow, I'll do yellows. But sometimes you'll get funky colors like gray. We don't have a gray container. So there you go, it's all clean. There's a little smudge there because I can't get it that good, but it's not gonna affect any color. It's just a little rim, but it might have been from the last time I used it. So that's it, we're all done. And you can do the same with your brush. Just wipe off any color from the tip. And there you go, it's all nice and clean. There's no more color left. And you can close it with your old base coat or whatever you decide to use. I'm sure you can just use an old nail polish brush, one that's empty, clean out, and just to keep it so that it doesn't dry out. But there you go, there you have it. Just the Gel Essential Kit, your favorite lacquer, and you are done and you're ready to go. It's fully dry and no more waiting, no more chipping. You are all set to go. So I hope you guys have fun with this new little tip, and go out there and test it and see how it works for you. I would love to hear it in the comments below. All right, ladies, have a wonderful day. Bye.